Imagine sitting down to watch a live stream from your favourite content creator when suddenly a nightmare unfolds right before your eyes. A car skids violently out of control, it crashes, or perhaps a shooting breaks out. There's nothing you can do but watch in horror. Sadly, that's exactly what happened in the cases that we're covering today. I'm Ryan from Tragedy Tales, and in this video, once again, we're diving into 5 more horrifying live streams that ended in tragedy. From the man who flew too close to the sun, to an infamous car crash that shocked the world, all captured live. So you guys know the drill, strap in and draw the curtains, and let's get right into it. This first terrifying livestream began on September the 27th, 2025 in Jiangnan County, located in central China. That day, as I always say in these kind of videos, it was a beautiful morning, the weather was perfect, there were clear skies. It was the kind of weather that makes you want to go outside and make the most of it. Well, for 55-year-old Tang Feizi, that was exactly what he had planned. Tang, known as Tang Aircraft on Douyin, specialised in showing people all across China the pure joy of flight in his Gyroopter. A Gyroopter is essentially like a tiny one-person helicopter that basically anyone can buy and learn to pilot. It almost looks like a go-kart with a massive propeller on top and a smaller one at the back that can take you into the air and across the skies. On his Douyin, Tang would post clips and often go live, showing him piloting this odd, single-seater ultralight aircraft over the skies of China, quickly amassing nearly 100,000 followers on Douyin. Now, Tang had bought the Gyroopter in early 2023 for around $50,000 US, so quite cheap really for something that can take you up into the air, and it was Tang's pride and joy. While it only weighed a mere 250 pounds, it was capable of reaching altitudes of over 2,000 feet and speeds of more than 50 miles an hour. According to multiple sources, Tang claimed on his social media that he had mastered the aircraft's controls after undertaking just 1 week of theoretical studying and 6 hours of practice. To put that into perspective, most flight schools require at least 40 hours of supervised training before you can even fly solo in the simplest aircraft. So, that fateful morning, Tang went live on Douyin, soon amassing over 1,000 followers watching live. The stream that day started like any other. You can see in the video he had no helmet, no parachute. It was literally just Tang, his Gyroopter, and his enthusiasm. The Gyroopter lifted off the ground smoothly, but sadly, just moments into the stream, something went terribly, terribly wrong. As it began to hover up into the air, suddenly it looks like it drops altitude slightly before a piece of the propeller can be seen snapping off, causing the little aircraft to plummet to the ground. In an instant, the Gyroopter reached the ground. The crash was catastrophic. The lightweight frame of the Gyroopter crumpled instantly, and within seconds, flames erupted from the wreckage. The stream continued for several agonizing moments, showing smoke rising in the distance. Of course, the chat exploded. Horrified viewers flooded the comments with desperate calls of "Save him! Call emergency services!" Others not comprehending what they had just witnessed, thinking it was some kind of stunt or special effect. But sadly, it was neither. Tang had died on impact, suffering terrible burns throughout his body, leaving his viewers and fans in shock. In the aftermath, Chinese authorities moved quickly. Tang's social media accounts were made private, his videos privated to those who were not previously following him. The influencer who had brought so much joy to his followers was effectively wiped from the internet overnight. After a bit of digging, in earlier interviews from 2024, Tang had admitted that this aircraft had persistent faults with its fuel gauge. He said that these issues caused the Gyroopter to suddenly drop 30 feet without warning. So if this happened when you were like 30 feet up in the air, you would suddenly fall the height of a 3-story building down to the ground. Tang knew about these problems, he knew the risks, but still he chose to fly, costing him his life. This next shocking live stream began on June the 14th, 2025 in Twin City, Georgia. That Saturday evening, 27-year-old Zaria Khadija Carr, known online as Duchess Dior, as well as her 36-year-old husband Shamarcus Jamil Carr, known as the Frenchman, started a stream on Facebook. Zaria, also known as Duchess Dior Online, had 35,000 followers on Facebook, and her husband, Shamarcus, also known as the Frenchman, had 44,000. The pair were both social media influencers, both posting lifestyle content. And on the surface to family and friends, the pair were very happy. They were enjoying married life together with their 2 kids. Everything seemed amazing. But the stream that unfolded that night would paint a very, very different picture. That evening, the live stream started and it showed the couple standing in their home in Twin City. It was clear instantly that the vibes were off and tensions were high. In front of family and friends, as well as fans, the couple began the stream and they began arguing heavily, shouting at each other violently. Shamarcus was ranting and venting about the relationship. He claimed that Zaria had cheated on him while he was in prison and gave him an incurable STD. His voice was getting louder and louder with each accusation.
So look, boom. So she went to goddamn cheat. Long story short, after all that other live and shit, I was at the house, went staying for a couple months, came back, you know what I'm saying, really went staying, having to sleep at my goddamn partner shit. I'm busted, I'm broke, fucked up. I ain't having shit. No job, no nothing. Before that, I caught her texting the Squeeze, cause she seen me and Squeeze got there, baby mama talking or whatever. At that time, me and that girl wasn't even on no shit like that. So, here we go.
Let me tell my
I got them coming. Hey.
You went on there trying to tell.
Hey, look at here, man. Get out my line now. I'm telling you, leave it alone now. Get out my line. Go make your own line. Go make your own line. You done got on your shit. Listen, you done got on your shit.
He
did your thing.
Spread that boy name like we had something going on. Me and Squeeze had shit going on.
Zaria was firing back, defending herself, accusing him of cheating after his release. Both seemed to act as bad as each other. Their toxic relationship was on display for all to see.
Here it is.
And he lying. Telling the damn lie.
She get mad. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Get mad. She go in the other room, sleeping room. So early that morning, I go in and I snatch the phone from her. Go through the bitch. I see the Snapchat. They talking on Snapchat. It's him. So I go through the messages and shit. See her telling him, oh, I'm going to call you back. I'm on the phone with his mama and all this shit here. Like, now remind you, this is a nigga that used to damn run with me.
They were both arguing back and forth. It was a kind of argument that should never be streamed to the public.
Again, so she telling him, oh, I'm trying to get you, I'm finna get to the whole nitty gritty. She don't want me to tell the story.
Nah, boy, you don't beat my ass when I was pregnant. I hadn't even talked to no man, bitch.
This stream went on for almost 2 hours. Then, all on stream, viewers say Shamarcus grabbed something from the counter. Zaria saw it too, and she said something like, "What, are you going to stab me?" Then suddenly Shamarcus says that you have to die, and as Zaria responds, mid-sentence, the screen went black and the live stream abruptly ended. There was no goodbye, no explanation, just sudden darkness, leaving viewers terribly worried that something horrible had happened.
Oh, I ain't get to tell you about Udi. Then
I swear you'll die.
Then I gotta die like that? You told my shit? Damn, bitch. I gotta die if I tell what happened?
Give me my phone.
That's crazy, y'all. I ain't really gonna die behind this, so y'all won't know that tea right now. Mark done got quiet. Where he at? He right here. He getting mad. He don't like the truth coming out.
It was around this time, at around 9:30 p.m, that the local police responded to a domestic disturbance at their Twin City home. When they arrived, they found Zaria on the kitchen floor, unconscious. She had been brutally beaten and had been shot in the back. She was rushed to the local hospital where emergency surgery was conducted to save her life, but sadly, despite doctors' best efforts, they were unsuccessful and she passed away right there in the operating room. Hauntingly, before her death, Zaria had posted on Facebook saying that she really didn't know what to do, saying that she needed help before she lost her life or her freedom. When the police turned to catch who was responsible, it was obvious who was to blame. Her husband, Shamarcus, was nowhere to be seen, he had vanished, and so had her 2021 Dodge Challenger. A manhunt ensued, and just before 11 PM, deputies spotted her vehicle in Wayne County, around 80 miles south. Police gave chase and caught up to him, but as they approached his car, they found that Shamarcus had eliminated himself, instantly orphaning 2 children. This next stream is infamous for all the wrong reasons, and if you're a patron, I suggest you look away. This stream began on July the 21st, 2017, in the outskirts of Los Banos. That day, the weather was clear as countless cars whizzed across California. However, one particular car, driving near Henry Miller Road on Highway 165, carried with it 2 souls, and sadly, by the end of the day, only one would make it out alive. Behind the wheel that day, driving a white Century sedan, was 18-year-old Obdulia Sanchez. In the back was her 14-year-old sister, Jacqueline Sanchez, as well as her friend also in the back, Manuela Ceja. But that day, Obdulia was reportedly drunk, and she was live streaming on Instagram. All on stream, while speeding along the highway, she sang, she laughed, and at one point she even took her hand off the wheel. It looked careless, and that's because it was. Nothing about this was right. She was driving a car, drunk, barely paying attention. It was clearly a recipe for disaster, one that I'm sure you already know the ending of. As Obdulia drove at speeds, excessing 70 miles an hour, everything went wrong. The car drifted off the shoulder, and as it did, Obdulia panicked. She yanked the steering wheel and overcorrected, causing the vehicle to snap violently across the barriers and slam into a field. Usually in these cases, that's where the stream ends. But in this one, it continued. And everyone who witnessed it wished that it didn't. Viewers on the live stream waited, unsure of what they were about to see. What came next turned the tragedy into infamy. Viewers watched as Obdulia stumbled out of the wreckage, dazed and bloodied. Her voice was unsteady as she picked up the phone. Then, in one of the most disturbing moments ever captured online, she turned the phone towards her sister, who had been thrown from the car in the crash, showing the viewers her horrific injuries. She was dead, or very, very close to it.
If I go to fucking jail for life, you already know why. My sister is dying. Look, I fucking love my sister to death. I don't give a man, we about to die. This is the last thing I wanted to happen to us, but it just did. Jacqueline, please wake up. Sister.
Now, anyone in this situation would turn the stream off, but instead, Obdulia focused the camera on Jacqueline's lifeless body. She grabbed her hand, continuing to show her horrific injuries and repeat that she was sorry. In the video, Obdulia sounds upset, but not in the way that you would expect. She was obviously drunk, so it was hard to tell what was going on, but she showed little remorse. It makes you think that maybe she was in shock, because no one acts like this. The disturbing footage spread quickly and, of course, went viral, and it has now been covered by almost every dark horror YouTuber, and now including me. In the aftermath, Obdulia was arrested. The live stream showing the vital moments before the crash became the centerpiece of the investigation. She'd literally streamed herself doing the crime. In February 2018, the judge sentenced her to only 6 years in prison. But despite this, she didn't even serve that full term. After just 2 years, Obdulia was released.
She didn't deserve to die the way she did, and it shouldn't have been me.
The moment before she started a 6-year sentence in prison, Sanchez was convicted of gross vehicular manslaughter, DUI, and child endangerment after she livestreamed the accident that killed her 14-year-old sister Jacqueline. But Sanchez only stayed in prison a year and 8 months. She was released on parole last week. The California Department of Corrections says she completed several rehabilitative programs. Our legal analyst David Muggeridge says Sanchez must have had stellar behavior in those programs.
Number one, she would have had to have no violations or very few violations, and certainly no significant violations when she's in the prison.
The woman who live-streamed the crash that killed her sister in 2017 is out on parole, serving less than half her 6-year sentence.
Just 26 days later, she was back in the headlines, this time for leading police on a high-speed chase, so she was arrested again and faced charges of felony gun possession, evading police, and driving on a suspended license. Currently, that seems to be the latest update with Obdulia. To me, it looks like the family lost 2 loved ones that day. What a shocking, horrible, and nightmare-inducing stream. I can't even imagine watching that live. Watching it unfold, knowing I could do nothing. Oh, it's horrible. What began as a fun, reckless drive became one of the most infamous and horrible live streams ever recorded, leaving a 14-year-old dead, her sister imprisoned, and a family shattered forever. Facebook live streams often capture music, cooking, and everyday chatter. But sometimes they capture a tragedy that unfolds in seconds, leaving viewers in shock. With that in mind, this horrifying live stream began on the evening of August the 13th, 2025, in Chicago, Illinois. That day, 42-year-old Kevin Watson was visiting his cousin's liquor store in the 500 block of West Madison in the Austin neighborhood on Chicago's west side. Before the stream, Kevin entered the store and bought a few bottles of booze, as he usually did. He was reportedly in good spirits, laughing and joking with his cousin before he left the store and headed towards his car. What he didn't realize at the time was that someone was behind him and someone was waiting for him. Unaware of this fact, Kevin sat in his car, and here is where he began a Facebook live stream. On camera, he spoke to his phone, talking to his friends on Facebook while sitting on West Madison Street. He was wearing a huge bling chain. He leaned back in the seat, phone in hand, and casually spoke to viewers. As he did so, it was clear that Kevin was up in arms about a recent parking dispute. He looked into the camera before something caught his eye. He looked up and he saw a masked person approaching the vehicle. As this all unfolded, the stream continued rolling. Kevin said hell nah and got out of his car to apprehend the person, and this is when a brief struggle followed off camera.
Come get me, we'll move the car so they can get the space. We will move our car, whatever car we need so they can get the space, just let's get the park. So now you, oh no, we can't do that. No, you just gotta find somewhere else to park. Who the is you talking to? You feel me? Who is you talking to for real, even talking like that? Like that, and that's what make a motherfucker be wanna get into it with y'all, cause y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no!
Witnesses say the two were fighting, wrestling over a gun. In all the chaos and the frantic movement, the masked assailant pulled the trigger, firing a single shot towards Kevin, hitting him point blank in the chest.
Get into it with y'all, cause y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no!
The stream continues for a few minutes afterwards, and these minutes are just awful. You can hear Kevin struggling to breathe, and then you can hear his cousin discovering him on the sidewalk.
They calling them now, bro. I got police. Man. What pressure? Are you good? What pressure? What pressure? What pressure? Hold on. Don't kill me. 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 No, nobody touched nothing over here. Hey! This my blood cousin, fuck. I got him. I'm trying to find the key because this bitch is locked and this shit ain't. Huh? And that's what I'm finna see. Phone.
Kevin was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, but sadly his injury proved fatal and he was pronounced dead at arrival, leaving behind his beloved 6-year-old son. The live stream showing the moments before the murder and the minutes afterwards spread across the internet like wildfire. It was shared and reshared, and it quickly racked up more than 2 million views on Facebook before it was removed.
As gunfire rang out in this parking lot Wednesday evening on Madison near LeClaire Avenue in Chicago's South Austin neighborhood.
He was choking for breath. He was trying to struggle to breathe. I wouldn't let him walk out the store. He was a good man for this community. No matter what he's done, he helped people, you know? He helped me get this job in there.
Close friends turned heartbroken witnesses say as Watson was walking to his car.
He was talking to a guy, and he was going to his car, and then the guy followed behind him. So when the guy followed behind him, pulled a gun on him. So he was trying to wrestle with the gun, and the gun went off.
I rubbed his palm, and I squeezed his hand. He wouldn't squeeze back.
Relatives tell us he leaves behind a 6-year-old son and say Watson was killed just weeks shy of his own birthday.
We're gonna have to figure out how to move on and be strong day to day and help each other get past this, because this didn't just hurt one person, this hurt a lot of us.
The police descended on the area, but by then, the suspect had long fled the scene. Despite a thorough investigation, at the time of saying this, the police have no suspects and no arrests have been made. Absolutely shocking. Considering there was probably loads of CCTV cameras in that area, surely this is traceable, but who knows? Hours later, Kevin's grief-stricken brother went live on Facebook himself, and in this stream you can just hear the pain in his voice. I can't even imagine losing your brother in such a horrible way. Just totally devastating. He claimed that Kevin had been set up and that the shooter's car had been waiting for 10 to 15 minutes before he got out and shot him. He accused everyone of being to fault, saying that many people would have seen this and had not spoken a word of warning to Kevin. This stream ended with a chilling vow: he would get his own revenge.
I just seen my brother's body. Gunshot wound to the chest, right? And but look like he's asleep. My brother look like he's asleep. He like he had peace. I've also seen videos of shit. So whoever the was that got down on my brother, they was already sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes. Since when do a motherfucker pull up there and sit for 10 minutes with tinted windows and don't nobody wash their car? Since when? Motherfucker pull up with tinted windows and don't nobody wash the car. Since when? Anytime a motherfucker ever been somewhere and you know it's going on, a motherfucker like, wash that car. It was so many of you out there on that camera. None of you said, watch that car. Knew what was gonna happen. And y'all waited. Y'all waited. I watched the video. I don't need no more proof. You niggas waited. Didn't no care to help. Nobody cared to help. You watched that motherfucking car sit there for 10 motherfucking minutes. I don't give a who watching. Bitch, a bag better not get sold out there. A loose cigarette better not get sold. Nothing. And I mean that.
This final shocking live stream unfolded in Cranford, New Jersey. But before we can get into that stream, we need to go back to the day before it was recorded, the night of September the 29th, 2025. That evening, as darkness settled on the area of Cranford, two best friends, both 17, Maria Noatis and Isabella Salas, were out riding their e-bikes through their residential neighborhood. It was a simple Monday evening ride. Both girls were on their way back from school. The pair of them had a cappella practice, but sadly, this ride would end in a terrible and horrifying tragedy. As they rode along, no worries in sight, completely out of the blue, a black 2021 Jeep Compass came flying down Burnside Avenue at nearly 70 miles an hour in a 25 zone. The Jeep approached the girls and slammed into them, running them over without any hesitation whatsoever. After this, the driver didn't stop. He fled and abandoned his Jeep and vanished into the night.
A black SUV flew down the road and hit people. This woman is on the floor.
How many people are hit?
I don't know.
How many people?
How many people are hit? It's two people. Holy fuck, she's. Hurry up, please, hurry up.
Ma'am, they're already on the way.
Oh my God, holy fuck.
Is status on that?
One is down the street. Not good.
Need the vehicle. Are they conscious and breathing?
Nobody's conscious. Nobody. Everyone's done. Not moving.
All right.
It's fatal.
All right, so like I said, I do got everybody on the line with me. I'm going to answer another 911 call, okay?
By the time the first responders arrived at the scene, one of the girls had passed away. One was still clinging to life. She was medevaced to the hospital, but sadly, she also died later that evening.
A residential neighborhood in New Jersey turned into a crime scene. Two teens killed in an apparent hit and run. They were simply riding their bikes in Cranford, of all places, when they were hit late yesterday evening.
People in the neighborhood tell us two teenage girls were riding their bikes yesterday around 5:30 p.m. when they were hit by a car.
I believe they were on their way to a cappella practice yesterday to Cranford High.
News spread fast of a hit and run in the local area, as well as beyond. Police teams checked who owned the Jeep, and it came back that it belonged to a 17-year-old boy who lived in the area by the name of Vincent Batiloro. Police arrived at his home in Garwood that night and questioned him, but despite the seriousness of the incident, with two girls already losing their lives, and the fact that he literally fled the scene, leaving his car on the road, he wasn't arrested. Instead, Vincent was allowed to stay at home. The officers only issued him 15 citations. At the time, he told investigators that it had all been an accident, and for a while, they believed this. Until the following day, when investigators discovered shocking and horrifying evidence pointing to the fact that this was a lie. Vincent had allegedly been stalking these two women for months and had harbored a motive for revenge, reportedly as he had been given a school suspension, claimed that this was allegedly based on allegations of distributing CP, which he blamed Maria and her mother for. It was reported that Maria had rejected his advances, had mocked his politics, and even filed for a restraining order against him. Investigators discovered that the day after the deaths of Maria and Isabella, Vincent had gone live on his YouTube channel under the name of VinnyBat118. For over 20 minutes, he streamed as if nothing had happened. At one point, after viewers asked him, he stopped to speak directly about the case, offering what he called his sincere condolences. At the time, he insisted that there was more to the story and told viewers that he didn't need negativity in the stream. When comments continued flooding in, accusing him of being responsible, someone then posted his address in the chat and he quickly ended the broadcast, only to restart it moments later, again pretending nothing had happened.
I've been through way too much. I'm a nice kid. I'm 17 years old with a good family by my side. And these allegations that have been ruining everything is a shame. In a neighboring town, unfortunately, 2 girls were killed in a hit-and-run crash. Now, there has been a lot of misinformation going on over the internet. But I will say this. I wish my sincerest condolences to those 2 girls lost in that tragic accident. Okay? It is an absolute unfortunate situation, and there's more to the story that you're not getting. But when the time comes, I will explain it in greater detail. I'm not authorized to talk about the whole thing. I'm not going to give you any more information, but I will say this, okay? Making threats against my family will not be tolerated. My cousin has received hateful messages over social media about this whole spiel, and he's had to unfollow me on everything because of this whole drama. Why are you guys getting him involved? It's one thing, okay, if you hate me, you hate me. If you don't, you don't. You're opening up Pandora's box, getting family involved. And that just does not sit right with me. So I figured I'd make a statement about what happened. And I want to address something else, okay? Because this is a very serious incident that happened. And I really don't even know if I should be streaming this right now, but I have built a great following on TikTok with 39,000 followers that I have grown since 2020. And I want to thank each and every single one of you. I love you all to absolute death. And regardless of what happens, if you don't see me streaming for a little bit, you'll understand why. But this will be in the hands of Jesus. Everything will be okay. I will get this sorted out. And I plan to keep continuing playing co-op with my best friend, Evan. He has stuck by me through the whole side, and I want to thank him for that. Without my loyal friend playing co-op with me, I wouldn't be streaming YouTube right now. So, there's more to the story. But again, I'm not going to be authorized to comment on it. And I want to thank each and every single one of you guys that have stuck by me through this whole thing. And I want to address one more thing, okay? There needs to be more done to address mental health in this state. Because, you know, I don't even know how to explain this, dude. I've been bullied, ridiculed, and stuff over false allegations, okay? Over this whole thing about things that have happened in the past. There's more to this story. It'll come out in the future, okay? And I'm going to let you all know this right now. I don't plan to go anywhere anytime soon regarding streaming. But again, if I do end up taking a hiatus, I'm telling you guys why. So, if you get bullied and ridiculed in school about, stuff that people hate you, I would tell your counselor immediately. And, before the shit gets out of hand, you got to address all these things, because I'll tell you what, the amount of bullying that I've been put through in the past has been absolutely absurd. And I'm going to be honest with you, the state is not doing a right job addressing this mental health crisis. And I hope Shitterelli can fix this shit. Okay? So, that is all I'm going to say about this whole thing. I'm not going to talk about it anymore on the advice of loved ones and others. We're going to play co-op with Evan. And we're only going to do one game. And depending upon the next steps, I'll probably be live tomorrow, because here's the thing. I was originally going to start a school today, but with all this hoorah happening, it kind of screwed that up. So I plan to be live tomorrow. I don't know about Evan, but again, you're going to be seeing more lives coming in the future, and I will address this whole thing hopefully in the next coming days. So, Evan, if you want to say anything, you are more than welcome to.
Just 9 days earlier, Vincent had also live-streamed himself ordering pizzas to Maria's house as a prank, laughing evilly to the camera and even talking about vengeance. He pointed out that Maria had once made fun of activist Charlie Kirk and that he refused to let it go. In those clips, he also ranted about being bullied and mentioned using a burner phone to harass the girls. Details that now sound much, much darker in hindsight, knowing what he was planning.
Hi, can I place an order for delivery, please? Can I get 2 large pepperoni pizzas? It'll be cash at the door.
Kirk, once I would lay down. I gotta get drop P5 tonight.
Hey, whenever Maria sees the pizza guy come, better think of Charlie Kirk for making fun of his fucking death. Stupid ass clown.
Wait, what?
Just remember that.
What happened?
Now the restaurant's calling the number. I'm not answering it. That's works a walk. Yeah, I'm not answering that phone.
What were you saying that she... What about Charlie Kirk?
No, she made fun of Charlie Kirk's death on TikTok on a repost.
Oh, she did?
Maybe her mother should monitor her social media activity. So that's going to be a double play.
Maybe they should just...
I'm just going to, you know what? I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. Good luck trying to call my phone. My burner phone. My burner phone.
Do Not Disturb.
Not my normal phone, my burner phone.
A fellow gamer asks if he'll drive to Maria's house to watch the pizza be delivered.
Oh, I did that the last time, but the mother saw me pull up in the car, and I got tracked, and the police, did what they did.
Upon discovering that Vincent had in fact known the victims, as well as finding evidence of stalking behaviour, he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. The families of Maria and Isabella later released a statement calling Vincent a coward of a man and accusing him of planning the attack for months. Outrage only deepened when it came to light that Vincent's uncle was the Westfield police chief, Christopher Bataloro. He lived on the very same block as where the girls were killed. Critics accused law enforcement of protecting Vincent, pointing out that a hit and run resulting in death is usually a felony, an instant arrest. Yet, Vincent was only ticketed and released that night. It's ridiculous. As I say, these are just rumours and nothing is proven, but it does make you wonder what else are the police covering up. Today, Vincent Bataloro, known online as VinnyBat118, faces 2 counts of first-degree murder and is currently held until his court date. Because of his age, his charges were filed in a juvenile court, although prosecutors could later move to have him charged as an adult. Sadly for the families of Maria and Isabella, their 2 young girls' lives were stolen in an instant for no reason whatsoever. But that is the end of the video. May everyone featured rest in peace. Again, live streams are shocking to me because this all happened live. The viewers that watched Kevin get alcohol and then was shot, all helpless to watch what was unfolding, and live streams never cease to amaze me at how crazy and horrifying they can get. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're interested in this kind of content and you're not subscribed, go ahead and tickle that notification bell down there, and while you're down there, if you're interested in this kind of content and you want to support me, because YouTube's been pretty hard to work with recently, go and check out my Patreon below. Over there you can get ad-free, uncensored and uncut videos as they were always meant to be enjoyed. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.